Ryan, welcome to Welling United. How does it feel to be the Wings manager?
Great, thank you very much, Ollie. Really proud and honoured to be named the manager of such a great club.
Can you tell us a little bit about how this has come about? Obviously, it's been a bit of a whirlwind for the club over the last month or so, with Rod being here and Lee Martin leaving prior to that. So how quickly has this come about?
Yeah, pretty quick. It has been pretty quick. I had in my mind that I would take Saturday's game as sitting board manager, and that would be my last. I'd made a decision internally about a week prior to that, really, and I did let sitting board know in advance, it happened pretty quick, but yeah, I'd say about a week.
And you come here, obviously we're in a certain position in the table. There's a big job to do here, I think it's fair to say. What's the first step? I mean, it's a big question to ask straight off the bat, but I know you're meeting the players this evening. I mean, I guess that's the first step, and where do you take it from there?
Well, I mean, this is the third time I've took over a club in this kind of scenario. This is the fourth time, beg your pardon. So I'm aware what the steps are, and yes, there's a big job on, but I knew that going in. You'll hear no excuses from me. I know exactly what I'm walking into. We're adrift at the minute. We'll need to go on a real good strong run. Might not happen overnight. There will need to be patience, but we will do it. We will turn it round, and the players now tonight will meet me and Billy, and we'll be putting in those foundations, those expectations, and let them know what we expect going forward. This is the reason for the meeting tonight. No excuses. We're going to air out anything that needs to be aired, because we can only move forward if we're positive.
When it comes to this as a football club, obviously it's a big name in non-league. It's come down to the Isthmian Premier Division. I mean, is this one of the big reasons what attracted you to here? I know you've been here previously as a player and stuff like that, but what was it about this place and this club that attracted you to this challenge?
Certainly, I think if you're in non-league football, you know Welling United Football Club. It's as simple as that. It's been a big club for a long time, and I think that's a huge draw for me. The location's fantastic. It's Kent, London, and therefore the catchment area is fantastic, and the potential is there as well. So there's so much growth. Yes, it's in a bad period. We know this, but there's no point analysing the past. It's not going to get us anywhere. I want to put it back where it should be, and that's the reason I've came here.
When it comes to the supporters, it's fair to say they're a little bit damaged over the last couple of years, especially with the relegation and the way we've started this season as well. How important are they going to play to the job you're going to do here and your relationship with them?
They're probably the most vital part. Like every non-league club, it's only in existence because of the fans. So I want to really make sure the fans know off the bat my door's always open. I am someone that will engage. I will certainly hear what they have to say. And primarily, my first job is going to be to put a team out there with the help of Billy that the fans are proud of. And that means that no one gets an easy game here. Nobody. And that every game is a winnable one. I want the fans behind their club. It's not mine. I'm only the manager. It's theirs. And it will always be theirs. And I'm aware of that. They're the most important people at a club. So I just want to make them proud to be a Welling supporter again.
With 43 players and counting, or 42 and counting, for this season, squad-wise, how much you know about what we got here at your disposal? You're obviously meeting the players tonight, as you mentioned, and we have this game tomorrow against folks in the Velocity Cup. I mean, obviously that's going to play a part in what's going to happen, but what do you have in mind as far as the squad goes? Without revealing too much, I'm sure you will have an eye on bringing some players in as well. Yeah,
I mean, I've managed a couple of the players that are in the current squad. So I know what they're capable of, and I know some of the players as well, from managing against them and maybe even trying to sign them in the past. So there's a couple there that I know extremely well, and of course there needs to be reinforcements. It's not wholesale changes, but there is a few faces that I have targeted, yes, and they will be here over the next week or two, maximum 3. It's important that we get them in early, bed the team in early, get a structure tactically as well, and then of course results need to change. So it's not a complete overhaul. It's not. The game tomorrow isn't that important, to be honest. Tonight's more important. I want to have a good conversation with them, an honest one. Tomorrow we know we're playing against a very young folks inside. Not everyone will play in it. Some I need to see and run the rule over. But yeah, of course there'll be changes. Listen, we're in the relegation battle. There's going to be changes. Of course there is. It'd be naive to think there wouldn't be. But there's also some good players here as well who just need a wee tweak here and there, a little bit of direction, and you'll see their performances improve.
Just finally, as a manager, what are your philosophies? We've seen the stats that Cityborn put out about your reign there, especially last season with the figures alone, the amount of goals scored, the goals conceded as well being very low and record breaking as far as the club goes. What can supporters look forward to seeing as far in terms of that side of stuff and the style of play and the philosophy that you like to inject in your sides?
Well, I think anyone who's managed against my side or played against them will always say that was a really horrible game, because my teams, they will never give up. If you look at the last game I managed at Sittingbourne, we've scored incredibly late against the Step 2 full-time side. We will have the same DNA here. I'll bring that wherever I am. There will be a team that people know they'll have to be at their best to compete against us. We will be attack-minded eventually. We need to sort out the other end first, because it's clean sheets that will look after us. Goals will obviously win us games, but clean sheets will stop us from losing games. And I need to address one thing at a time. You can't come in and fix everything. We will chop it up into bits and we'll build progressively.
And if you had a final message for the supporters, there may be some that haven't been coming recently due to results, all that kind of stuff, but for them and for the hardcore that have been here through all the bad and the good, what's your final message to them before this first game tomorrow?
Come back. Simple as that. The ones who've been away, come back. It'll be worth it. I promise you that. It'll be worth it. We want to make this place jumping. Last season at my previous club, we went unbeaten at home. Made it a fortress. I want to do the same here. I want this place to be a special place where the fans can't wait on a Saturday to get here, feel the vibe, the atmosphere, and know that their team's going to be performing. And to do that, we need them here. I want them to be part of the journey. But it is their club, and I want them to get back to enjoying being a Welling United supporter.
Cheers, Ryan. Welcome and good luck.
My pleasure.